Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Austin, and in today's video we are going to talk about whether or not you should get the iPhone 11 or the iPhone 12. Now, the iPhone 12 event just happened about a couple days ago. It's super exciting, lots of great specs that were upgraded with this phone, but maybe you're someone that currently has the iPhone 11 and you're wondering whether or not to get it, or maybe you are someone with an older phone and are wondering which phone to get, the 11 or the 12. In this video we are going to compare the iPhone 11 and the iPhone 12 so you know the exact differences between the two and then can make your decision on which one to get. Let's go ahead and take a look. Okay guys, so we have the iPhone 11 and iPhone 12 pulled up right here for a comparison. So first thing you'll notice is there is a little bit more colors with the iPhone 11. So depending on, what color phone you want, this may play an impact into which one you actually buy. But the iPhone 12 does come with a lot of good colors too, which this is like the least of anyone's worries when getting a new phone, so we'll just fly right past that. So we're going to go down here. So Liquid Retina HD display on the iPhone 11, and on the 12 it's a Super Retina, so 720p on the 11, 1080 on the 12. Screen size is the exact same, so that's not really going to play like a big factor by any means. Then connectivity, 4G on the iPhone 11 and 5G on the 12. Cameras, pretty much the exact same here, besides the iPhone 12 has Dolby Vision HDR video and it records up to 30 frames per second. So if you're someone who's buying this for, let's say like video, like someone like myself who does maybe like YouTube or something like that, this camera might be a winner for you. You might want to choose this one over the 11. Zoom, the exact same too. And then we'll go down here. So chip is obviously going to be a difference. It's a whole year different technology with the iPhone 12. So with the 12, you'll get the A14 Bionic, which of course is the fastest chip currently. And then last year's chip is the A13 in the iPhone 11, which is still a really, really good chip. I would say both are really good. Of course, the 14 is going to be better because it is newer. It's not going to be like leaps and bounds better, but it will be a little bit better performance-wise. Battery, you're looking at the exact same thing, so that's not really a big factor when choosing which one to buy or upgrade. Both are going to be using Face ID. I'm really hoping Apple brings that update where you can actually scan your face even with a mask. I know that was announced a little while ago, but I haven't heard anything about it recently. Then we'll go down here. So the iPhone 12 is going to be a little bit more resistant to damage as it has a ceramic shield on the front there. It's also got 4 times better drop performance, which we don't exactly know what that means just yet. But once people, if I can speak English, upload videos of drop tests and everything, we will see just how much stronger it is. But with ceramic, it should be a little bit stronger for sure. Both are going to have aerospace grade aluminum on the edges, of course. And then water resistance, this is a big deal here. So with the iPhone 11, it was only up to 2 meters, and with the 12, it's up to 6. So that's pretty significant, a whole 4 meters. Then down here, the iPhone 12 is going to be compatible with MagSafe because they put magnets in the back of the phone. The iPhone 11 never had that, so that's why it's not available with the 11 there. Capacity, we're looking at the exact same thing, 64, 128, and 256 on the 11 and the 12. Now some more differences here. So the display, as we kind of talked about already, the 12 is going to have a better display. If you guys are buying this for looking at pictures or watching movies, TV shows, streaming, that kind of thing, it's going to look better on the 12 for sure. A big difference is the HDR display on the 12, so once again playing into photo and video. And then you also see the pixel resolution is better too, as you can see right here. Other than that, with the HDR display, you can actually get more brightness as well, which comes from that enhanced screen quality, so that's pretty cool as well. So if you're someone who consumes like media, I would say the 12 is probably the way to go. Then we'll go down here, size and weight. Probably not going to notice a huge difference when they're both in your hand, but it actually looks like the 12 is a little bit lighter, which is actually surprising considering you'd think newer stuff is bigger and probably weighs a little bit more, but it's actually a little bit lighter. Once again, you're not going to even notice this. If I put both in your hands, there's no way you're really going to tell. Splash and water resistance, we kind of talked about this already. The 12 is going to be better in that department. chip. The 12 has the A14, so it's a little bit better, a little bit newer. It's going to be able to process some stuff a little bit smoother. So if you guys are going for like the best performance phone at the moment, it would be the A14 chip in the iPhone 12. Down to the camera here, so the aperture on the wide angle lens is going to actually be better on the 12. So if you guys do like to take wide angle shot photos, it's going to look a little bit better on the 12. Both have night mode and deep fusion. Everything else is pretty much the same here. Let me just double check here. The iPhone 12 is going to have Smart HDR3 for photos. So once again, the photos are going to be a little bit better on the 12. So if you guys are really big into pictures, I would probably go the 12 again. Photos and video, it's really just the 12 is going to win. It's not going to be by like leaps and bounds again, but it is going to be a bit better. Then down here onto video, this would really interest someone like myself who does YouTube, but basically, big difference here, HDR video recording with Dolby Vision up to 30 frames per second. Now, the average person probably is not going to use that. It's more for like professionals that will use this kind of feature, but it is there and that's a difference. Other than that, everything else is pretty much the same again. All of the specs look the exact same. This one has a night mode time lapse on the 12, so that's something different if you guys like to take a lot of nighttime photos. Everything else is the same. Front camera looks pretty much the same, besides the iPhone 12 has that Smart HDR3 for photos as well, so the front-facing camera is going to be a little bit better with HDR. Going through here, everything else looks the exact same besides HDR video recording with Dolby Vision up to 30 frames per second on the front-facing camera, which the iPhone 11 did not have. Down here, the 12 also has night mode and deep fusion on the front-facing camera, which the 11 does not. So if you guys take a lot of like selfies or front-facing camera pictures at night, it's going to be the 12 again is going to win in that department. Other than that, we'll just go down here, cellular and wireless. I'm not going to talk too much about this because it gets pretty technical, but if you guys do want to pause the video, by all means you can do that. Everything else should be the exact same. Let's just see here. With the iPhone 12, since it is 5G, I guess we already touched on that at the beginning, but with 5G, your FaceTime quality is actually going to increase to 1080p, and it's going to be a lot smoother and look a little bit better. So if you guys are big FaceTime callers, this could be a reason to upgrade to the 12. Other than that, everything else is pretty much the same. We kind of talked about how video with HDR and Dolby Vision is better on the 12. Siri, of course, is on both. Battery life is pretty much the same. It looks like video playback when you're streaming is actually just 1 hour better on the 12, so nothing, really significant. Other than that, everything else is looking the same. Let's just double check. Dual SIM, you got your nano SIM and your eSIM on both. Both have lightning connectors, and that's pretty much it. Really, I would say to go for the 12, you got to be someone who takes a lot of photos and a lot of videos. That's really the only reason to go to the 12, because the 11 is still going to be a beast of a phone with that A13 chip. One other factor when choosing the 11 or the 12 would be, of course, the price. So if you want to go with the iPhone 11 base model, 64 gig, it's actually been reduced to $599. And if you wanted to go with the base model iPhone 12, you'd be looking at $799. So a $200 difference. In my opinion, if you don't already have an 11, like if you have something older than an 11, I would probably go the 12 just because it is better in a few different departments. And it is 5G capable, which if you're someone who keeps the phone for, 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5+ years, 5G is going to be the standard. So if you keep your phone long term, I would probably go with the 12. But that is it for the video, guys. I hope this gave you a little bit of insight into the 11 or the 12. You might be someone who's thinking of upgrading to the 11 or 12, or you might have the 11 and are wondering if you should upgrade to the 12 itself. So hopefully this video helped you choose which one to get. I'm also pretty curious about you as my subscribers or viewers, which phone you guys currently own, and are you going to upgrade to the iPhone 12? But that is pretty much it for the video, guys. Lots of content to come, so if you guys haven't liked the video and subscribed already, I highly recommend to do so. I think I've uploaded like 6 videos in the last 3 days, which is a lot, but I have a lot more planned too. I will be unboxing the 12 Pro Max in about a month's time, so if you guys want to see that, make sure you stay tuned. But for now, I hope you guys all have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next video.